Things you may not know about Martin Luther King Jr.
King's birth name was Michael, not Martin. King was born Michael King Jr. on January 15, 1929. In 1934, however, his father, a pastor at Atlanta's Ebenezer Baptist Church, traveled to Germany and became inspired by the Protestant Reformation leader Martin Luther. As a result, King Sr. changed his own name as well as that of his 5-year-old son.
He is the only American, other than George Washington, whose birthday is a national holiday. Martin Luther King Jr. Day became an officially observed holiday for schools, banks, and federal offices across the U.S. in 1986, making him the first non-president to have his birthday become a national holiday.
King entered college at the age of 15. King was such a gifted student that he skipped grades 9 and 12 before enrolling in 1944 at Morehouse College, the alma mater of his father and maternal grandfather.
He was passionate about fighting for racial justice from a young age. In the autobiography of Martin Luther King Jr., Dr. King recounted his first personal experience with racism and segregation. As a child, his white friends suddenly refused to play with him anymore, and he credited this betrayal as the moment he first became interested in fighting against racism.
Martin Luther King Jr. and Coretta Scott King were the proud parents of 4 children. Yolanda Denise King, Martin Luther King III, Dexter Scott King, and Bernice Albertine King have dedicated their lives to continuing their parents' fights for nonviolence and racial, social, and economic justice for all.
All 4 of MLK's children were quite young when he was assassinated on April 4, 1968. His eldest, Yolanda, was only 12 at the time, while his youngest, Bernice, was just 5 years old.
MLK and Coretta's first child, daughter Yolanda Denise King, was born on November 17, 1955. At 51 years old, Yolanda died on May 15, 2007.
Martin Luther King III, King's namesake and oldest living son, Martin Luther King III, born 1957, is an established leader within the civil rights community.
Yolanda Renee King is the only grandkid of Martin Luther King Jr.
King III's daughter, Yolanda Renee King, spoke at the March for Our Lives demonstration in Washington, D.C. in 2018. Even at the age of 9, she follows in her father's and grandfather's footsteps. Dexter King. King's second son, Dexter, born 1961, went on to pursue a life in advocacy. King Jr.'s 4 kids.
Bernice King. Bernice, born 1963, is the youngest child of the civil rights leader. She was just 5 years old at the time of her father's passing.
If you like this video, please share with your friends, and don't forget to click the subscribe button.